whip, black tents, y'all ain't seeing it. How long? Not long. These rappers in the scope, you'll never seeing them. Killer bees back in the building with machining them. We creaming them of pockets of dirty money and clean again. Ain't got to tell you I'm dope, just stick the needle in. Because it's all right, big enough to fit the eagle in. Tis the season and why ask why? I has my reasons and my birds don't need no seasoning. Method in this evening. Now ask yourself, is that really air that you breathing in? I think outside the box that I find a box I can keep them in. Or just leave it then, like the bouncer won't let your people in. People said they want that old map, well this the prequel then. I get medieval, some people won't make the prequel then. Leave them in the fetal position, F it, I'm leaving it. I use the system, you cowards use euphemisms. Women call me super daddy, my powers is supervision. Who gave you permission to speak? To learn you listen, learn to listen to a different MC. You learn the difference in addition if you're missing MC. Sign this petition, get a fraction of that faction subtracted by my division. I'm a boss, so that means I make decisions slash villain. I will kill an MC to make a living, yeah.
Crazy, condos and bad hoes, crazy. Hop out the Porsche, jump in the Lambos, crazy. Living off no sleep, these tall streets made me. Back in the big hoes, but shit get crazy. Luxury condos and bad hoes, crazy. Hop out the Porsche, jump in the Lambos, crazy. Living off no sleep, these tall streets made me. Back in the big hoes, but shit get crazy. Staring at the world through Versace lenses. Moving Tony with my homie, cause he got the business. If we make it to a birdie, then we got the Benz. Sound good until a nigga end up in the prison. Look at me, I'm the definition of detrimental. Off the driver's side of this rental, busting up out the window. Sending witnesses to the hospital for my acquittal. Man, my blind, you riding with him, we dying with you. Killer with the baby face, nigga, play the place. Game member, police got me in the database. Before I drop it in the water, get a yeah shakes. About a quarter thing, hold me over, call it paperweight. We don't even speak on the word beef, we let it be. Right back on the ass, the psychopath from 17. Nigga, ain't no peace on the east, the streets raised. Used to burn shit in the Lambos, my lifestyle crazy. Luxury condos and bad hoes, crazy. Hop out the Porsche, jump in the Lambos, crazy. Living off no sleep, these tall streets made me. Back in that big hoes, but shit get crazy. Luxury condos and bad hoes, crazy. Hop out the Porsche, jump in the Lambos, crazy. Living off no sleep, these tall streets made me. Back in that big hoes, but shit get crazy, crazy, crazy. Trying to do my thing, be a good nigga out here, man.
Back on my grind, I'm hustling. It's just a matter of time, and I'll come up again. Cause my love and respect for this is so strong. I question the state of hip-hop, major labels, etc.
Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips in the bounds of the favor of fair use. Furthermore, I give credit to the original copyright owner. I don't own the right, or no infringement is intended to the material that has been added to this original content.
Yo, Grand Rising. They just don't like your ass. And this is how you could tell. It's their actions, their behavior. It could just be small body language. It could be in the words that they say or how they act in mixed company. But being that you are a high vibrational person, you already got the vibe. You feel me? You know that people just don't like your ass no matter what. No matter what. So let's talk about that today. Let's talk about it. When you go to read other people's behavior, for people who are not in tune or in disbelief that somebody wouldn't like you, It can be tricky, especially when they're not being upfront about how they really feel about you. And just because someone isn't verbally expressing their dislike towards you doesn't mean that they're not showing it in other ways. You feel me? In fact, there are subtle behaviors that people tend to exhibit when they harbor negative feelings for you or for somebody else. And knowing that these signs can be a game changer. The first thing I need you to call attention to is their body language. Body language. That's one of the basic ones. This one is the most powerful one, and it does reveal itself in nonverbal communication because that's what it's called. And when someone is not liking your ass, to put it simply, their body language speaks volumes. And people who dislike you will often avoid eye contact or give you short, little slight glances, like they'll glance up and like, are you still there? Oh, okay. Yeah, why are you still here? You know what I'm saying? Or they may even cross their arms or their legs while they're talking to you, creating a sort of barrier, a non-communicative barrier between you and them. They just don't like your ass. They may also refrain from facing you directly, turning their body away from you even when you're talking. So you could be talking to somebody directly and they just turn their body or they start doing something else while you talking and you're like, what? And these types of shifts in their body, right? In their position is going to give you discomfort, but it's also going to signify to you that they are disinterested in whatever you're saying. And when you are interacting with people like that, I need you to pay close attention to their body language. It might be telling you more than the words are. Words that they're saying to you is something different. There's a disconnect there. So by looking at their body language, it's just one piece of the puzzle. I want you to come to terms that you may not be everybody's cup of tea. They may not like your ass. I got several people who don't like my ass, but it is what it is. And let's talk about the simple fact of conversations. When someone is interested in what you have to say, they will actively participate in a conversation with you or a discussion. They'll ask some questions and they'll show genuine interest in what you're saying. I want you to realize that while everyone else is having an engaging conversation or laughing at the jokey jokes that this other person is saying, or they contribute to the conversation at hand, but when you chime in, they give you the old dry, hi, or a short response because they don't want you involved in what they're saying. They basically are ignoring your ass completely. And if that's not clear enough to you, I don't know. Stop living in that fantasy world because they really just don't like your ass. So you might as well just disconnect altogether. Dismiss yourself before you get dismissed. You feel me? Because if you're dismissing yourself, then you walk away with yourself intact. If they dismiss you, then it could be World War III. Because now you got your feels and your emotions all involved in that. I'm just saying. When physical contact between people will show you that there's a level of comfortability and trust between people. They'll do like a friendly pat on the back, or they'll touch your arm during a conversation, or they may even give you a hug when you're comfortable with one another. You know what I'm saying, right? All right. But when somebody don't like your ass, they'll steer clear from you. It's like being on a New York block. And if you haven't heard about New York blocks, they're long as hell, okay? But you could be on the side of the block and they could be right there by you. They see your ass, they crossing the motherfucking street, and they'll be down the motherfucking block. You be like, damn, it's like that? Yeah, they're going to stay clear away from you. They're going to step back if you get too close, or they're going to move away if you try to touch them casually. And people are more likely to touch someone that they like and avoid physical contact with those people that they don't like. Read the signs. It's not hard. When they avoid you, it can manifest in subtle ways, from dodging you. Or if you be like, yo, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? And they like, Or if you see them out in the club or see them out in the restaurant, and you be like, hey now. And they be like, They don't want you sitting next to them. They don't want you standing next to them. They don't want no parts of your ass. And if you try to get them to come out, like hang out with you, they always busy. They're always busy. They are constantly unavailable to you. Phone, text, hangout, person. They don't want nothing to do with you. And then when you do catch up to them, oh, I've been so super busy. I ain't got really got. Oh, that just happened to me recently. Oh, I gotta watch that. Yeah. Too super busy. They ain't got time. Oh, I got. See, I didn't even pick up on the sign until just right now. Huh? Okay. They're avoiding spending time with you, talking to you, chatting it up. And if you constantly keep hearing different type of excuses about why they can't talk to you or meet up with you, or keep canceling the plans that you have at the last minute, it could be a sign that they ain't fond of your ass. But I'm not really saying that people can't genuinely be busy. We all have times, you know how it is in these days, man. We don't even have time. Life is life, and man. We are on speed dial. And sometimes our schedules will conflict. But if it's a continuous, persistent pattern, I want you to sit back and look at that thing. Don't make up shit, but sit back and look at that thing and see whether or not, if their busyness is genuine or it's just a subtle signal to you and how they feel about you. So pay attention to how often someone is available to spend time with you, and take note if it's a reoccurring thing. And it could be telling you something about how they really feel about you. I'm letting you know all this stuff so you don't go off the deep end. We all got emotional cycles when shit like that happens and you don't believe it happens to you. You know what I'm saying? And you start questioning you like you done did something wrong. You know? Sometimes people just grow apart. I think where we have a problem at is when we try to make seasonal people all year round people, lifetime people. I want you to understand that communication is key in any type of relationship. But how someone communicates with you can reveal a whole lot about their feelings towards you. And if someone doesn't like you, their responses to your text or your conversation may be short, it may be curt, and it could be lacking in detail. They might not even respond to you at all, or you might get the one word answers. And they don't, and you already know about the way they talking to you that they don't even want to have a conversation with you. Sometimes you'll get somebody to say, okay, I fine. Sure, yep, got it. Without any elaboration or anything, because you're hanging on the okay, okay, what? Fine, fine, what? Sure. Oh, sure about what? What? What's happening here? What's going on? It might be a sign that they're not eager to talk to you or engage you. I want you to be clear about that because you already know what it's like in these streets. When you have somebody who's truly interested in you, the conversation will be enthusiastic. It will be open communication. There's a clear sign of interest, and there's a clear sign that they like you. If someone is consistently giving you minimal responses or giving you their ass to kiss, it may suggest that they don't like your ass. I'm just saying. Sometimes it'll feel as though that they are distracted. Distracted. You could be having a full-fledged conversation, and I said this to you before, a full-fledged conversation, and they already have disconnected from you. And we all have those moments when our minds wander off because we're thinking about our day or we're thinking about something that happened. You feel me? And sometimes, no this, no foul, no nothing like that. But sometimes people just be like, like, where you at? I'm talking to you. Talking to you. Like, where you at? Where's your head at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? You know? And it's like, yo, you don't want to hear anything that I have to say. But I also want you to keep in mind that if they consistently seem to be distracted during your conversation, it might be a sign of how they feel towards you. I'm just saying, I'm keeping it a buck. I'm keeping it a buck. We all go through this. We all go through these different stages with people who just don't like your ass. And sometimes it's not even explainable. It could just be a vibe. It could be just a vibe. Like, is this worth me even trying to you know? But when you care about somebody, when you naturally want to give them your full attention, when we listen to their stories or laugh at their jokes and we show interest in what they have to say, it cuts deep because that person may not like you. And they may often seem preoccupied when they're talking. They might check their phone a lot. Oh, I gotta go because my phone is ringing. Oh, I hit you back. Shit like that. They look around the room or they appear lost in their thoughts. It's not a good feeling at all. It actually deflates your heart when you're sharing something important and the person that you're talking to seems more interested in everything else but your conversation or you. And you know what else hurts really, really deep? That cuts you deep? Is when they dismiss you and your feelings. That really hurts. That hurts. And I'm telling you straight out that it hurts. I'm telling you that when somebody dismisses you or dismisses your feelings or your opinions, and that you thought that you had a good relationship with them, but when they talk back to you, it's like, yo, what happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? That shit'll take you by surprise, yo. And then they'll just brush your ass off like you don't even fucking matter without an explanation or anything like that. Not saying that they owe you shit, but I'm just saying. But if y'all were like thick as thieves and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden one day shit changes and shifted and you don't know what the fuck happened, that shit hurts because it makes you feel invalidated. It makes you feel unimportant. It makes you feel less than. It really shows that your ass has been brushed the fuck off. But if somebody repeatedly dismisses your feelings or seems uninterested in your thoughts and your opinions, it could be a subtle sign that they may not like you. Everybody has their own right to their own feelings and their own perspectives. And if someone consistently invalidates you, it could indicate a lack of respect or disinterested in maintaining a positive relationship with you. I don't know about you, but respect is at the top of my list. It's at the top of my list. But I've learned in my experience as an older adult that sometimes you have to switch gears on people and you got to meet them where they are. I ain't saying you got to be all friendly and all of that, but you could be cordial. You could be cordial. And then, just, hey, how you doing? Or not even how you doing, because that's so cliche. Hey, what's up? Some shit like that. You just have to handle them differently. You got to look at them differently because unbeknownst to them, the game has changed. The game has changed. And instead of you playing Monopoly, now you playing the game of life. You feel me? It's different. It's different. And then what ends up happening is that as a smoke signal up to you, because they don't really want you to know that they don't like your ass. So what they do is they sugar you up. And I know that seems crazy, but it is. Sometimes people who don't like your ass may actually be over polite and formal with you. Hey girl, hey dude, how you doing? Girl, I was just sitting here thinking about myself. You so nice. I like you so much. You are one of my favorite people. If you got something to say, I want to listen to everything you say. Or, how are you doing? Yeah, I was thinking about you. Is everything great? Wonderful. I wish you all the best today. Rainbows and unicorns. You know what I mean? So while them being polite is generally a good thing, But if someone is always on their best behavior around you and never lets their guard down, it might be because they're keeping you at arm's length. For real. For real. They might always address you by your full name, or they never engage in casual or friendly conversation. And they don't and they will, and I agree with this, they will not share a lot of their personal details about their lives. There's a line, because when people start asking me questions, I go, why you asking me all them questions? You know what I'm saying? I have a thing about that. I have a number limit in my mind how many questions you ask me before I start raising my eyebrow at you. Why you ask me all these questions? I don't know you like that. I don't know you like that. I'm getting to know you. I don't know you. And say, for instance, this other person, right, is maintaining a strict professional boundary. You got to respect that and see it for what it is and not what you imagine it to be. Not what you imagine it to be. How about the part that you always the one calling, you always the one texting, you're always the one. They don't pick up the phone. They don't text you. They don't email you. They don't do none of that. You're the one that always has to make first contact. Always. You're the one always making the plans to meet up, to go to a restaurant or something like that. You're the one. It's almost like they revoked your friendship card and they told you to put that shit in the mail. For real. I'm just saying. I do that to my friends that I don't hear from in a while, but I know that their life is really lifing, like they're really, really super busy. And they're like an executive in their own right. But I'd be like, I'll be like, yo, bitch, hello, put your friendship card in the mail. She'd be like, oh shit, yeah, put your friendship card in the mail. I no longer want to be your friend. All you gotta do is call 2 4 5 seconds and say, bitch, I'm good. And then I'm good with that. I'm great. I'm gravy. But it's when it's not reciprocated. When you notice that you're always the one that's reaching out first. It's a sign, baby. It's a sign that the other person doesn't value the relationship as much as you do. Ding dong, hit the floor. They don't give a fuck about your relationship. Because if they liked you, they would be likely to be excited to talk to you and spend some time with you. And their lack of effort in initiating contact suggests that they don't feel the same way. Stop trying to make new people or seasonal people your lifelong people. They're not here for that. They're here to teach you a lesson and move the fuck on. See, the woman that I just spoke about, her and I have been friends for mm, I ain't go 40 plus years. How about that? 40 plus years. So we talk to each other like that. I know what her life is like. You know what I mean? I know what her life is like. I just look at her in amazement because I'm trying to understand, where the fuck do you get them kind of batteries and where can I get them shits? You feel me? I just like, yeah. But just to let you know that everybody has different communication habits. And if someone is consistently leaving the ball in your court, it might be an indication that they don't particularly like you. Have you ever sat back and observed people and they seem so much happier when they know that you're not around? But as soon as you come through the door, the energy shifts. And that's a tough pill to swallow. But if someone brightens up or seems more relaxed when you leave the room, it might be a sign that they don't like your ass and they don't want you around and they don't enjoy your company. And when they do that, then it filters over to other people who filters over to, you know what I mean? It's like a domino effect. Here's the thing. It's natural for people to be more comfortable and happier around those that they like. And the opposite seems true when you're around. They may not have positive feelings towards you. They don't. I mean, like, see it for what it really is. You have a choice. You can say hi back, dry, or you could just take it on the hub. I mean, like, see it for what it really is. Everyone, everyone deserves to be around people who appreciate and value their presence. And like I told you before, don't go places where you tolerate it. Go places where you are celebrated. That when you come through the door, people be like, yo, sincerely. Instead of that, like, dry, or they may not even address your ass at all. You feel me? In some ways, they may be looking at you like you the op, the bone carrier. And if someone clearly seems to be more happier when you're not there, then it might be time for you to reconsider the energy that you invest in that relationship. Think about it. It's about respect and understanding. And at the heart of every human being, in their core, in their behavior, in their interaction, lies an essential principle. It's called respect. When you interact with other people, your actions, your words, and even your behavior reflects on a level of respect and consideration for them. Acknowledging this principle can help you navigate through the world of human relationships so much better. If you sense these signs that someone may not like you, it's crucial to remember not to take it personally. I, I'm just saying, don't take it personally. It's an ebb and flow of life. And I know with some of you who have your heart on your sleeve, who always say, I don't care. That's a bunch of bullshit. You care. Trust me, you care. So don't even say that. You do take it personally, but you have to come to terms with it and start to letting that shit go. It may take some time for you to get yourself back, and people's feelings and behaviors that are often more about their own experiences, perspective, and emotional states says more about them than it says about you. It's called projection. Remember that when you're trying to get yourself back. Remember. Everything that irritates you about others can lead you to an understanding about yourself. Perhaps in these different types of situations, it will present itself as an opportunity for self reflection and personal growth. I want you to get that down in your spirit. Remember that. In the end, it's essential for you to surround yourself with people who respect you, who value you, who values your presence and contributes positively to their life. Those who don't might not be worth your energy and your time. After all, life is too short for anything else. For anything else. Ashe, I want to thank you for stopping by Blended Healing for this morning. Not so quick bite, but it is. I want you to have a great day. Remember what we talked about here. It's essential. Get your shit back tight. Put your ship upright when it comes to these different types of relationships. All right? All right. Me love you long time. I'll talk to you very, very soon. Be well, stay safe. Ashe and deep bow.